I'm Jay Cleveland Payne, and this is 2-Minute Business Wisdom. I hope this week's message is one that you can personally use. In my personal development podcast, I often talk about red flags and relationships, and if the red flag pops up, that's your key to end or not even begin a relationship. Well, in business, the working between you and a client is also a relationship, and red flags are just as valid here. If a red flag pops up, you make a hard stop and back away. In fact, you don't even offer them a quote if you can. You don't get engaged at all if those red flags pop up, because that means trouble is about to brew. What are red flags for business relationships? Well, first, you stop by a person who doesn't know exactly what they want, but they're really sure they want you to supply it because someone else, they asked the same proposal, they didn't know what they wanted, and they wanted them to supply it, and they said no. So now they're trying to get you into all their dirt. You want to be in their dirt. Also, a potential client or a client who already have who is rude, who is short with their and always having just unfriendly conversation. People just aren't nice. People that expect things that are outside the scope of what you do and outside the scope of what you agreed on in the first place and really think it's going to happen. And of course, people that don't value your expertise or your time and are just looking for something cheap. These are people you don't need to deal with. That was this week's 2-Minute Business Wisdom. These are way too many calls to action. Visit businessquestionsansweredhere.com to find more information about the 2-Minute Business Wisdom podcast or the Business Questions Answered Here podcast. Make contact with us through the website or by email at businessquestionsansweredhere@gmail.com. Follow us on social media @_BQAH on Twitter and Business Questions Answered Here on Facebook. Subscribe to our business education podcast wherever your favorite pods are cast, and be here next week for our next episode.
Get ready to watch more of what you love with Xfinity X1, like live sports and more with the Xfinity Sports Zone. Looking for more streaming apps? They're all in one place. Xfinity X1 is the ultimate entertainment experience.
Click, call, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas.